workshop, we had one focus. It was saving, it was budgeting. And in each of these workshops, we had one central framework which we used to explain the students in a way that they can really easily understand what we are talking about. For example, this is a framework out of our first workshop, which is about motivation. It's about goal setting. In our first workshop, we had one basic goal. We asked the students, what is your long-term dream? What do you want to do in 5 years' time? What do you want to reach? And then every student listed their 3 main dreams. And then we worked with these dreams with the students. Everyone has individual dreams, but you can categorize them. And by categorizing them, you make the students or the learners think about what actually is important. So we just in general had 2 dimensions, which is we asked the students how much money and how much time you need to invest. And so we categorized these dreams of the students in groups together on this matrix. So, for example, we really made sure that they understand, for example, buying a car, what you have here on the top left. It, of course, costs a lot of money, and students should be aware of this. But also, even students from really underprivileged families, we have dreams like they want to get their metric. One of their biggest dreams is to finish school. And we want to make them think about their dreams and foster long-term orientation through this framework. And maybe as a second example for our frameworks, in the debt session, we really were focusing on one thing, that was talking about the negative or adverse effects of debt. To do this, you have to grasp the learners' attention, because it's not a topic that they were already aware of. Many of them have never really heard about it. So we used the metaphor of a debt tornado to explain them what are actually the adverse effects of debt and how the cycle gets worse and worse. So what we have done, we played a little game, and they were supposed to bring these cards or these statements into the right order so that they understand how you can actually come into such a vicious circle of indebtedness. So it starts all with spending more money than you earn, and then you borrow to fill the gap. You then have to repay the gap, and as a result you have less for your daily expenses, and you might have even bigger gaps to finance, which in the end you will then keep up borrowing. It's these kinds of metaphors and big frameworks that we use just in general. First, it gives structure. It helps the students to think about topics that they're not used to. And second, we really put emphasis that these frameworks are easy understandable and that they can really work with them, so that they can really reflect on their own dreams and own situation. So really make use of other contacts. You all have a business partner with your school and PFP. Also other knowledge sources. For example, here at the university, there are many business students. Maybe some are interested to come to your school and introduce financial literacy to the students. And we'd like to close just with a small statement, because we think it fits really well to our vision and also to PFP, the whole idea in general. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. It was Benjamin Franklin who said it.